you want to know about junior summer courses and general English programs in the UK? Hi and welcome to our live stream Improve Your English in the UK at International Student Club's Junior Summer Courses. My name is Augusto Mante. I'm Recruitment Manager for GlobalStudies, and GlobalStudies is an educational agency which helps you to apply to different destinations. You can apply to study in the UK, in Canada, Spain, USA, Italy, France, Germany, and many other destinations. You just have to contact us. You have here our WhatsApp number, our email address, and you can ask for your free guidance session. Don't forget to follow us in our social media. You can find us as Global Studies UK in Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube, and you will know more about the different partners that we have and the offers that they have for you. And now it's a pleasure to have here with us to Nicola and Al. Hi, how are you?
Hi, we're very good, thank you, Hugo. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us. I want to tell you that Nicola Lee is Managing Director and Director of Studies for International Student Club. And we have here also to Al Dutch. He's Managing Director and Course Director for International Student Club. And today we are going to talk about the options that they can offer us in, let me see, I think I have some problem sharing. Okay, it is ready. Please, I want to tell everybody that if you have questions, please write down your questions, and Nicola and Al will help us to answer your questions. When they finish the presentation, they will present us the different programs that International Student Club Junior Summer Course they can offer us, the summer courses and the English courses. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Hugo, and thank you everyone for listening today. As Hugo said, my name is Nicola Lee. I'm one of the directors at International Student Club,
And my name's Al. I'm also one of the directors, and we run our summer courses in Bloxham School.
And so today we'll give you some information about the school, the location and the courses that we offer, but just a little bit of information about us. We have been teachers for many, many years and have always had a background in education. So everything we plan at ISE comes from a point of quality and safety and, of course, education.
Okay, so why International Student Club? We are a little bit different to some of the other schools that you might have seen. We are an independent family-run junior summer school, and it means we can concentrate all of our efforts onto one school to make it the best summer school we can be. We actually move to the summer school during the summer to make sure that everything runs very smoothly.
This is the 29th year for International Student Club, and we have actually been at the school for 16 years. So we've got lots and lots of experience on how to create hopefully very enjoyable courses. Every year we collect feedback from our students, from our agents, from our staff, and we're very pleased to say that this year we had 98% good or excellent student feedback on our courses.
As I mentioned earlier, we hold the courses at Bloxham School. It's a traditional boarding school in the centre of England, and it's set in really beautiful grounds, and it's a very safe village environment.
And as I said, we've got a really fantastic location. We go on 3 trips during the courses to historic Oxford. We also go to the University City of Birmingham, and we go to London as well.
It's a very international, multicultural experience. Last summer, we had 17 different nationalities.
And finally, just to say, we are part of the British Council, and we are accredited by the British Council, and we have a really excellent report. Some of our areas of excellence are in care of under 18s, our course design, and for teaching.
Okay, a little bit about the location. Bloxham Village, as I said, it's a very safe environment to come and study. It's really quintessential English countryside with the beautiful buildings, as you can see here.
It's, as Al said, a really safe location and very beautiful place to spend your summer. In the village itself, it's got lots of local amenities, shops, villages, museum, church, everything you need is there.
And you can see from this aerial shot, the campus is quite compact. Everything we need is within a 5-minute walk. All of the dining hall, the boarding houses, the teaching blocks, and all the sports facilities are very close to each other.
It's a safe campus, so every single house has its own individual access code. The houses actually close at 11 at night and only open in an emergency. The office staff, the senior management team, and some of our sports team are first aid trained. And we have a pharmacy in the village if we need to visit them. And a local hospital is just 10 minutes away. As we said before, we're part of the British Council, we're part of English UK and Young Learners English UK. So that means that we hopefully can give you confidence that our courses offer very high quality and safety.
Okay, the facilities are second to none. We're the only school that uses these facilities during the summer, so we don't have to share with anybody. We have full access to all of the modern multimedia classrooms. We've got a huge library and fantastic facilities for drama, art, food technologies, and all the sports you can imagine.
Just to add with the sports facilities, and you can see some pictures here, we have an indoor heated swimming pool. We have acres and acres and acres of rugby and football fields. We have astroturfs, tennis courts, squash courts, fitness studio. Everything is there, and we have exclusive use of the facilities. The accommodation, so at ISC, Bloxham School, it's a traditional boarding school. We have got 7 houses. They are single-sex boarding houses. And as you can see from the pictures, they're very homely, they're very comfortable. And each house has got more than one social space for you to socialise in with new friends. Just to say that we have single, twins, triples and quadruple bedrooms, and we try and organise the rooms so that the older students are in the singles and twins for more privacy, and the younger students are in triples or quadruples so they make friends more easily. In terms of the teams in the house,
we also have a kind of our teaching team and our activity staff live within amongst the students, so they're always there to help. We have a head of house who looks after the day-to-day running of the houses, and if you can go to if you have any kind of problems. We also have a team of cleaners and handymen that go in and make sure that the house is spick and span every day.
And food at Bloxham. So we've got some pictures of the servery there and the dining facilities. And so we have lots and lots of choice of food at Bloxham. We take 3 meals together every day in the dining hall. So breakfast, lunch and dinner. And we have 3 or 4 different options. So that will be hot options. And there's always a vegetarian choice. We have a well-stocked salad bar, pasta bar, there's soup, there's fruit, there's desserts. There's no reason the students should be hungry at all.
No, if anyone does want an extra snack though, we have a really great on-site cafe for the students and group leaders and the staff, and they enjoy going there for a coffee or a milkshake.
All of the food is prepared by the Bloxham chefs, and they're really good with any specific dietary requirements that you have. They're very good at getting to know individual students, and if you have any dietary requirements, they will recommend what you can and can't eat that day. And then just to mention, we also do break time snacks, so there'll be fruit, there's drink machines on all day, and we have something in the evenings where it's called suppers in the houses, and at the end of a very busy day, all of the house gets together with the head of house and the house team. We have some hot chocolate and some biscuits, and we just relax after a very busy day.
Okay, Nick, I think is going to talk to you a little bit about how we structure the general English programme.
Okay, so I'm also Director of Studies at International Student Club. Our age range is from 9 to 17-year-olds. We organise the courses so we have a younger age group, the 9 to 13-year-olds, and we have the older age group, the 14 to 17-year-olds. They would be in the daytime classes and activities in those 2 age groups. So they're with similar maturity peers. We have a zigzag timetable. What this means is if the younger students are in activities in the morning, the older students would be in lessons, and then we alternate every day after lunch. So the students have something different in the morning and different in the afternoon every day. When the students arrive, we have a student induction. We show them around campus, they get to know their house, they get to know the people that they're staying with in the house, and we also have a placement test. The reason we do this is that we can obviously look at all their skills, and we have a speaking test and a writing test. The idea of this is that we put you in the level class that is appropriate for you, so from elementary right up to advanced levels. And I meet with the teachers every day and we discuss the progression of the students. So if you're finding it too easy or too difficult, we can make the change. We always mix nationalities in everything we do at ISC, and especially so in classes. So there will not be a dominant nationality in classes. We even ask you to sit next to a friend from a new country in every class. Just for an idea of our course design, so we use our own in-house materials. The reason we do this is we have students from all around the world. We don't want them to come and repeat work that they have done during the year using a course book. So we use our own materials. It means we can be creative, we can be innovative, and we can add new things each year. Our lessons are very communicative in content. We want students to practice speaking as much as possible. We want them to improve their fluency, improve their confidence. We also involve elements of kind of practical skills for life. So things like teamwork, leadership, problem solving, critical thinking. And just to give you an idea of some of our lessons, we have things like debating skills, crazy inventions, and the students have to deliver business pitches, advanced level pronunciation, and we also have students being ISC journalists and creating mini newspapers on campus. We were inspected, obviously, in our British Council inspection for our teaching and our course design, and we got a strength for this. And 94% of our students said their lessons were good or excellent just this summer gone. And then just an overview of the lessons we offer every day. So every day we have General English, British Culture, and Project. General English, we cover all kind of vocabulary and grammar appropriate for that level. But as I said before, we really want students practicing their spoken English. So every lesson culminates in a big spoken activity. This is with the same teacher every day, and it's a maximum of 16 in the class. Then we stop and we have a break, and then we come back and we have British culture. British culture, we learn all about life in the UK, its customs, traditions. We even do food tasting. The students have to describe the types of food they're eating. But we also prepare students for the trips that they'll be going on. So they learn all about the places they're visiting, the language they'll need, the history, geography. And of course, they also learn about each other's cultures in these classes. And then we have something called Project. And this is something we really enjoy at ISC. We have a large group of students together with 3 teachers. We give them a title and they have to create a short drama project. And it doesn't matter if the student doesn't have experience of acting or drama. We prepare them in the first couple of lessons, but there's something for everybody. So they create the story, the dialogue, the characters, the prop, the sets. We have students acting, directing, and they have to perform this to the school at the end of the course, and they can win best class in school. We judge the projects, and we think it's incredible what they come up with within 2 weeks.
It's one of my favorite nights of the course. When I get to see the project at the end, it's just it's really amazing what the kids can come up with. Okay, so moving on to the activity program. When we're not doing the academic side, the lessons of English, we're doing activities, and there is always something to do at ISC. The activity program, as far as we're concerned, is as important as the lessons. It gives students a real chance to use the English they're learning in a more natural environment. Every day we have 4 or 5 different options. There could be sports options like rugby, football, basketball, volleyball, all the sports you can think of, swimming, of course. But also, on top of that, if we have students who come and they're not quite so sporty, we have lots of creative activities as well, such as tie-dyeing t-shirts, clay model making, arts and crafts, photography, working on the props for their project. There are lots and lots of things to do. And then in the evening, we come together, the Jets and the Sharks, the juniors and the seniors, they come together for a whole school activity. And that could be a murder mystery evening, a quiz, drama games, cinema nights. There's lots and lots of things to do. You're always busy at ISC.
And we finished the course with obviously the project show that we spoke about, and also a prize giving ceremony. So every student in the school gets a written report and a certificate from their teacher, which obviously talks about their progress on the course. But we also have a special prize giving ceremony for students that are nominated for excellent achievements and efforts on the courses. And we have the General English programme, which we spoke about before. Probably about 80% of our students do the General English programme, but we also have some additional lessons or training sessions that our students can sign up for. So we have General English and horse riding. This is quite new to ISC. We started it in 2025 and it was very popular. We had great feedback. And so we're offering this in our brochures this year. If you are interested in horse riding, you can add 6 or 3 hours of lessons on top of the General English programme. And this is really based on what you want to do. So you might be a beginner, you might be somebody that wants to improve your jumping, your trail riding, or your dressage. You tell us, and the riding school will help us facilitate that. We also have General English and tennis.
To talk about this one a little bit. Okay, save Nick talking all of the time. We also offer tennis coaching as part of our General English Plus courses. You can either do this 1-to-1, 1-to-2, or in a mini group. And this is very much like the horse riding, tailored to your level. We have expert coaches, Lawn Tennis Association coaches that come into the school. They work with Bloxham year round, and they do things like take you on initial assessment, working on technique and tactics. And it's really for people who are very much into tennis and wanting to improve their game.
And then for very dedicated students who want extra lessons while they're at ISC, we have the General English Plus PET or First Certificate Cambridge Exam Preparation. Al and I were Cambridge examiners for many years, and so we've got lots of useful tips and strategies that we've passed on to students in this course. We practice all parts of the papers. We use mock test papers and obviously give individual feedback. Lots of useful speaking expressions, and then the course culminates in a mock speaking exam, and we give the students individual feedback on their speaking test and how to improve. This is obviously for students who are looking to take the PET or the First Certificate exams and are at a B1 or a B2 level of English. The class sizes are smaller and it's definitely more intensive. And then finally, we have General English plus Academic English. Again, the class sizes are smaller, usually just 4 to 6 students in a class. They have to be B2 level or above. And this is for students who maybe want to study in higher education in an English-speaking country and would like some practical tips. Things like how to create and how to deliver effective presentations, academic writing, note-taking strategies when you're in university lectures. And we also have a question and answer session with the Bloxham team on the UK education system. So again, this is something extra that you can sign up for.
Okay, so the third component of the General English course, we've got lessons, we've got activities, but also we go on excursions during the 2-week course. These are the destinations. We go to London, we go to Birmingham, and we go to Oxford. On every excursion, we only use our own private coaches. We don't use any public transport, so we know everything's very, very safe. We always have a cultural element to every excursion. Our staff will take you on a guided tour and show you around the city, especially in places like Oxford, where we go on a tour of the university colleges. And there's also fun activities to do, like punting on the river in Oxford, or we go to the Natural History Museum or the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. There's always lots and lots of things to do.
Okay, so those are the main excursions. And then on the first Sunday of our 2-week program, we have optional trips. Students can choose to go on one of these trips, or we have a full day of activities on campus. We are very busy at ISC, so some students prefer to stay on campus on that day. But if you want to explore more of the UK, these are the destinations that we have available. So if you just want a day of fun at an amusement park, we have Thorpe Park. If you'd like to go on a second trip to London, we have Tower of London trip plus a Thames River cruise, or you can go on the London Eye and go shopping. We are based in a really, really beautiful area. The Cotswolds villages are right on our doorstep. and we go on a tour of the most beautiful villages in the area next to us. And then also we have, for history fans, the Royal Windsor trip. So you get to go into the Windsor Castle and you go on a tour of Royal Windsor. And then finally,
the Harry Potter trip, which is always really popular. And we obviously go on a tour of behind the scenes in the studio in Harry Potter. This is so popular that if people do want to sign up for this, it has to be done really soon. That kind of December, January time, we have to make sure we've got that organized. Otherwise, by the time we get to the summer, there just aren't any tickets left. So that has to be done quite quickly.
Okay, and then just to talk about our team, we're really fortunate at International Student Club. We have a fantastic team, and about 70% of our staff come back to IC every single summer. All of our team are well qualified. They all have their security checks done, obviously, before they work for us, and we have a lot of training before the courses start and during the courses as well. Due to the British Council accreditation, you'll find that all of our teachers are well above the required qualifications, and our activity leaders, they're all recruited on their talents and interests in sports, arts and drama. And then just to say, I think one of the reasons ISE is a real success is because we all really enjoy what we do, and we all love bringing people together around the world. And we should just mention the star attraction of ISE, the school dog, Hugo.
He's there with us every summer, usually causes some mischief. Okay, and I think the next slide, group leaders, doesn't really fit here, and individual students is an important thing for us to talk about. We have lots of individual students that come to ISE every summer, and we have our own British group leader that takes care of the individual students. And we do registers 4 times a day. We contact the individuals. There's lots of information back and forth before you even arrive. And then the directors are always on site, and we have meetings with the individual students 3 or 4 times a week to make sure that everybody knows exactly what's happening over the next couple of days of the programme.
Our individual students all live in, obviously, a girls' house and a boys' house just next door to each other, and they're also next door to our office, so we see the individuals every single day of the courses. They're a big part of ISE because it encourages all the students on campus to be very international and to make new friends.
Okay, and home tuition course, I think we'll skip for this one. And that brings us to the end, actually, of our presentation. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to us. And if anybody has any questions, we're more than happy to answer. And if not, we hope to meet some of you in the summer.
And please scan the QR code if you'd like the student brochure. You can also look at our website. And of course, please get in touch with Hugo at Global Studies if you have any questions. But I'm sure he might have some questions for us now, Hugo.
Yes, thank you, Nicola and Al. Please, could you tell us what kind of reporting or feedback do students receive at the end of their course?
The feedback that we give to the students at the end of the courses, yes, of course. So the teachers obviously are monitoring the progress of the students every day on their courses, and we provide a written report. This talks about all of their skills, and it talks about their grammar and vocabulary usage on the courses, and then they are given a certificate that they can take away with them, and it shows their level, the dates they're on the course, and their individual teachers' feedback.
Oh, thank you. That is really important. And as you say, there is something, we have some question about is there some kind of preparation for tests?
For the preparation for the placement test when they arrive.
So we didn't quite hear you there, Hugo, I think. Was that for the preparation for the placement test?
No, I think that this question goes more in the direction of if the students, if there are programs that you offer to prepare students for international tests, maybe.
Okay, so the General English plus PET or the first certificate, they're the ones that we offer as exam preparation at the moment. We have had requests in the past for IELTS preparation. We don't have that at the moment, but it's something we are thinking about in the future.
Something for the future, yeah. I think, yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I think we have... please, when do your programs start, please? When can students start to register?
That's a very good question.
They can start to register anytime from now, immediately, if you'd like. In terms of the course dates, they run this year. There are 3 different course dates of 2 weeks each, and they start on the 30th of June to the 13th of July, and then the 14th of July to the 27th of July, and the 28th of July to the 10th of August. There's 3 different 2-week blocks this summer.
Oh, perfect, perfect. I think we have no more questions by now, but thank you, Nicola and Al, for the information and for answering the questions. And well, thank you everybody for being with us. And don't forget to apply today to International Student Club and contact Global Studies and ask for your free guidance session. We will be happy to help you to apply. And this is an amazing program that you are offering, and we want to help the students that want to apply and be part of International Student Club to do it possible, because I think that you offer an excellent programs and an unforgettable experience for the students.
Thank you very much. We're very much looking forward to meeting some of you.
Yeah, we hope to do your ISE next summer.
It was a pleasure to have you with us today. Thank you. Thank you to you, and thank you. And bye. See you soon.
See you soon.